You're watching CryptoCast Daily, top crypto headlines made simple. Don't forget to like and subscribe for daily updates. Welcome to your quick crypto news highlights. Flare lands second public company for its XRP DeFi framework. XLM declines 8% as institutional investors retreat amid market uncertainty. HBAR faces heavy selling as traders test key support levels. XRP slides 4% amid Bitcoin sell-off, but cup and handle set up to $5 intact. Ethereum Foundation targets interoperability as top UX priority. Bitcoin hammered below $109,000 as conference indicator strikes again. DOGE price declines 5% as lower highs point to further declines. Bitcoin miner IREN's AI push gains momentum, price target hiked 60% to $37, Canaccord. CoinDesk 20 performance update. Chainlink, declines 4.3% as index trades lower. AMBTS raises $23.2 million to build Bitcoin Treasury, targets 1% of BTC in circulation. Crypto markets today. Sol futures are more popular than ever, U.S. inflation report looms. Bitcoin volatility comes alive ahead of PCE inflation data, Crypto Daybook Americas. Bitcoin faces mounting pressure below key cost bases. Eric Trump praises China's role in Bitcoin, says U.S. and Beijing are leading the way. IREN posts first full-year profit on AI cloud growth, mining expansion, shares climb. Bitcoin may have topped, warns key indicator, but flows continue to lean bullish. Binance futures trading back online after brief outage. Bitcoin, short strangle, preferred as market signals near-term calm, 10x research. Bitcoin headed to $190,000 on institutional wave, research firm says. Public token treasuries and tokenization are fantastic for crypto, but risks remain, Binance's CZ says. Stay tuned as we break down the details behind these headlines. XRP has declined 4% amidst a Bitcoin sell-off.
However, the cup and handle setup suggesting a potential rise to $5 remains intact.
This pattern suggests a possible breakout.
Investors are watching closely for further developments.
Strategy has raised billions of dollars through its preferred shares.
These include STRK, STRF, STRD, and STRC.
This cements Strategy as the top corporate Bitcoin proxy in 2025.
It is a bullish indicator for the company.
The Ethereum Foundation is prioritizing interoperability between Layer 2 networks.
This marks a shift in focus towards user experience.
The team aims to make cross-chain interactions feel like single-chain execution.
Three key goals are interoperability, speed, and finality.
The Ethereum interoperability layer aims for trustless cross-chain messaging.
The Open Intents framework simplifies user-declared goals like moving funds.
Standards like ERC 7828 and ERC 7683 will harmonize wallet behavior.
Speed improvements target faster confirmation times down to 15 to 30 seconds.
Bitcoin has shown poor price performance during and after Bitcoin Magazine conferences.
This trend continued in 2025 with Bitcoin struggling around the Las Vegas conference.
Conference organizers often overhype speakers and announcements to sell tickets.
This year, Bitcoin Asia took place in Hong Kong.
Speakers included Eric Trump, CZ, Adam Back, Balaji Srinivasan, and David Bailey.
Topics included freedom money, institutional adoption, and Bitcoin to the moon.
Bitcoin price dropped from around $115,000 to $108,400 during the conference.
This included a 4% dive as David Bailey and Eric Trump spoke.
Dogecoin price has declined 5%.
This drop signals the potential for further declines.
Analysts are pointing to a pattern of lower highs.
This pattern suggests a bearish trend for Dogecoin.
Meanwhile, Strategy has raised billions through its preferred shares.
These shares, STRK, STRF, STRD, and STRC, have solidified Strategy as a top Bitcoin proxy.
This development positions Strategy as a key player in the Bitcoin market for 2025.
Investors are watching closely to see how these trends will impact the crypto market.
Canaccord Genuity has raised its price target for IREN by 60% to $37.
This follows IREN's strong fourth quarter results in both Bitcoin mining and artificial intelligence infrastructure.
IREN's mining unit has achieved an annualized revenue run rate exceeding $1 billion.
This is thanks to 50 exahash per second of capacity and highly efficient operations.
Their cost to mine a single Bitcoin is $36,000, which is below market levels.
Bitcoin mining revenue reached $187.3 million in the quarter.
IREN is also expanding its artificial intelligence infrastructure rapidly.
They have quadrupled their hash rate and increased power capacity to 3 megawatts.
The CoinDesk 20 is currently trading at 4,062.15.
It is down 1.4% since 4 post-meridian Eastern Time on Thursday.
That is a decrease of 59.75 points.
2 of the 20 assets are trading higher.
The leaders are Polygon with a 0.9% increase and Solana with a 0.1% increase.
The laggards are Chainlink, down 4.3%, and Stellar, down 3.0%.
The CoinDesk 20 is a broad-based index.
It is traded on multiple platforms in several regions globally.
Bitcoin has dropped nearly 3% to $109,800 in the past 24 hours.
This drop has pulled the broader market down, including Ether.
Bitcoin's volatility is bouncing from recent multi-year lows.
The 30-day implied volatility has surged above the 100-day simple moving average for the first time since mid-June.
One piece of data to keep an eye on is the United States Core Personal Consumption Expenditures release, due later today.
This personal consumption expenditures release will shape the Federal Reserve's future easing path.
If data comes in at or below expectations, risk sentiment can hold.
If significantly hotter, the Federal Reserve's forward guidance may shift.
Bitcoin remains in correction mode after its all-time high of more than $124,500.
It is now hovering near $110,000.
Glassnode highlights mounting stress among top buyers.
The cost basis of investors over the past 6 months is under pressure.
Bitcoin has slipped below both the 1-month and 3-month realized prices.
These are currently at $115,300 and $113,700.
However, the 6-month realized price at $107,440 is acting as key support.
Realized price represents the average purchase price of coins within a given time frame.
Eric Trump spoke positively about China at BTC Asia, stating its significant influence on Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies.
He acknowledged China as a major force in the crypto world.
He also credited the Middle East for its rapid adoption of cryptocurrency.
Trump believes the United States and China are at the forefront of cryptocurrency development.
While a trade meeting between President Trump and President Xi Jinping might focus on broader issues, Eric expressed interest in discussing Bitcoin.
He highlighted Bitcoin's ability to connect diverse people globally.
He views this global network as a positive aspect for humanity.
Trump believes the United States has made significant strides in digital assets under his father's leadership. IREN posted its first full-year profit as the company expanded into artificial intelligence cloud computing and increased production capacity.
The stock climbed in pre-market trading.
Net income rose to $86.9 million from a loss of $28.9 million the year before.
Revenue more than doubled to a record $501 million as the company increased production capacity to 50 exahashes per second.
With nearly 3 gigawatts of contracted power and expansion in both Bitcoin mining and artificial intelligence infrastructure, IREN has positioned itself as one of the sector's fastest-growing participants.
Market capitalization, currently $5.3 million, is on the verge of overtaking its largest rival, Mara Holdings.
The Nasdaq-traded stock rose 13% before the market opening, adding to the year's existing gain of more than 120%.
Mining operations generated more than $1 billion in annualized revenue, while the artificial intelligence cloud unit is on track for as much as $250 million in annualized revenue by December. Bitcoin's 14-month relative strength index is showing a bearish divergence.
This pattern happens when the indicator declines while prices increase.
This suggests Bitcoin's bull market might be weakening.
This divergence is especially important because it is happening as Bitcoin faces resistance at a key trendline.
This trendline is drawn from previous bull market peaks.
Despite this warning, traders seem to expect continued price gains.
Large transactions, known as block flows, show traders are preparing for further gains, particularly in December Bitcoin call spreads.
These call spreads bet on prices reaching $160,000 and higher by the end of the year.
Tiger Research has set a third-quarter price target of $190,000 for Bitcoin.
They argue that record global liquidity, exchange-traded fund demand, and new 401k access create a strong market setup.
Tiger Research model sets a base price of $135,000.
Adding multipliers for fundamentals and macro conditions brings the forecast to $190,000.
The report identifies 3 key drivers.
These are the M2 money supply exceeding $90 trillion, exchange-traded fund and corporate accumulation of Bitcoin, and regulatory approval for United States retirement accounts to hold crypto.
Even a 1% allocation from 401k accounts would equal almost $90 billion of demand.
Exchange-traded funds currently hold 1.3 million Bitcoin.
Public companies are holding Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies on their balance sheets.
This marks a breakthrough moment, expanding access to institutional capital.
This brings the equity markets to crypto, or crypto to them.
Tokenization of real-world assets like real estate and commodities is another transformative trend.
However, not every company pursuing this strategy will succeed.
Some firms may use crypto treasuries to pump up their stock price.
Others lack the expertise to manage complex digital assets.
Failures are inevitable, especially when the market turns bearish.
That's a wrap on this episode of CryptoCast Daily. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you next time with more market updates, bold predictions, and fearless crypto insights.